Hi, my name's Liam from SunteK Perfection Auto Detailing. Okay, so today we have this absolutely stunning Nissan GTR Track Edition, believed to be the last one off the production line as well, so an absolute future classic. Today's video, we just want to show you the start to finish process of our PPF paint protection film packages. On this car today, we'll be doing a PPF on the front end. Stay tuned, let's go. First thing that we're going to talk about today is PPF itself. Now, PPF obviously stands for paint protection film. It's a very difficult process to fit. It's probably not for everyone, but from a customer perspective, benefits include 12-year guarantee, stops all stone chipping, any swirl marks and stuff will self-heal with maybe warm water, hot water, heat gun, whatever it may be, and it helps protect the paint, like I say, from discoloration, stain resistance. It's easier to clean, clarity, it shines more, it's obviously resistant from natural harsh elements as well. Now, we can do that to the front of the car, or we can do it to an entire car, but it's absolutely brilliant stuff. It will protect you against so much more than anything else can do on the market. Particular one that we use here, SunteK Reaction, it basically adds an extra layer of protection to your car. Now, if you love your car, it's your pride and joy, it's a classic, it's a brand new car, whatever it may be, PPF is the future of paint protection. Okay, so now we've discussed what PPF is, what it does, and how it works, the benefits. I'd like to touch on the process. So the first part of the process prior to fitting any film is the decontamination stage. Now, this is probably the most important stage of the process. It's vital that all edges and paint are clean to perfection prior to putting this film on. You don't want to get contaminant underneath because it will show. So we probably spend up to maybe a day and a half to fully prep a car, whether it be front end or full PPF, prior to it going into the bay and putting onto the ramp. So we have a fully indoor detailing centre, so everything's done under one roof. We don't have to do anything outside, which eliminates a lot of the risk of contamination. So we have an indoor wash bay. And then once that's all done, so obviously it goes through the usual process of clay bar, deionizing the paint, obviously cleaning it, detailing all your seals, engine bay, you know, in between the wings and the doors, everywhere needs to be perfectly clean for where you wrap your edges. Once all that is all done, which, you know, you could be talking in between 6 and 10 hours to get it all prepped, it's then brought through to our PPF booth. The door is then shut again to reduce any risk of contaminant. We then put the car up on the ramp, wheels are removed, we then clean all the arches, make sure everything's prepped and clean, even the actual floor of the booth itself. And then the next phase of that is machine polishing the car and getting it ready for the application. Okay, so then basically phase 2 is preparing the paint prior to putting the PPF on. Now, this is inclusive of machine polishing, whether it be single, 2 or multi-stage paint correction. When we are doing the higher end protection packages, it tends to be a minimum of a 2-stage paint correction, which is undertaken with a heavy pad and then a soft pad. Heavy pad is to remove any swirls like scratches. The softer pad is then to refine it and bring the gloss levels back to the paint. Once that is then done, which, you know, you can be talking 2-3 days work, we then panel wipe all the car down. We have the wheels already ceramic coated, put back on the vehicle. The car then leaves the PPF bay, goes back into the wash bay where we steam clean and jet wash all the edges and bits and bobs again, just to make sure there's no polish dust or anything that could have gotten anywhere, again to make sure there's no contaminant underneath the PPF. Once that's done, it's a very grueling process, but once that is done, it's then brought back into the PPF booth. We then air dry the car, so we use basically hot air to dry the car, make sure all the water's out of every single seal, make sure the car's bone dry, make sure it's perfectly clean. Then it's stage 3, which we will go through next. The final phase is the paint protection film application. Many factors come into play: climate of the booth, temperatures. Ideally, you know, you need to be around 20-22 degrees to make sure you don't get too much tackiness on the film itself. Make sure it's not too cold to make sure that it bonds correctly. Obviously, using the correct products is vital. Your slip or various sprays, squeegees, everything like that, which we have quite dialed in now. And then the application itself. Now, we work in a pair, myself and my colleague Dan. And as an example, on this GTR today, this is having full front end PPF. That includes the bonnet, front bumper, A-pillars, wing mirrors, headlights, inclusive of all the piano black grille bits, front splitters. We fit it all to the front end. Approximate time can be anywhere up to 2 days at the moment. We are quite new to the game, so obviously we do intend to get faster as time goes on, but right now probably a couple of days work there. Once that's complete, we then go over it the following day, check it, make sure everything's fine, steam the edges. We try to wrap all our edges where as possible. We always bulk fit the bonnet to make sure we wrap all the edges with that as well, just to really guarantee that perfect finish. Okay, I've just run you through the equipment and operating systems that we use as well. We have our own in-house plotter, GraphTech 9000. We run that alongside the core software, which you can see behind me here. So we can template, we can wrap, we can extend panels, we can cut 30, 36, 60, 72 inch rolls. We can pretty much do everything we need to get done in-house. And the film that we use, predominantly this one here, which is the SunteK Reaction. 12-year warranty, self-healing, comes ready coated in ceramic as well. That just gives you a little bit of inside information as to our equipment and what PPF that we use. So once we have finished the completion of the PPF application, our care doesn't end there. What we always do is we get the car in after 2 weeks to do our 2-week inspection. Upon this, we check all our edges, make sure any little bits of water have evaporated, make sure that we're basically happy with the install. If we have any issues, free of charge, obviously we will redo any issues that we have. After that 2 weeks, we then get it in after a month. Same thing goes, we give it a check. We also give it service wash free of charge, which is normally £50, so you get a free wash after the 4-week process. Again, any issues are rectified, and then finally 2 months later we get it in again just for one final check to make sure we're happy. All of this aftercare is free of charge, so the customer doesn't need to worry about any hidden charges, anything like that. It's all part of our aftercare package. Okay, now I'd just like to say one big thank you to everybody that has taken the time to watch our video today. If anybody has any more questions, feel free to email us, give us a call. You know where we are, feel free to stop in. We're doing PPF every day of the week, so if you ever want to pop in and actually see the process itself, you're more than welcome to come. We don't mind that. We're happy for customers to come and go as they please. But yeah, aside from that, thanks again for listening, and we hope you enjoyed the video and hope to see you soon.